Driving Empire has just announced a new racing feature coming to the game, but before I show you it, make sure to subscribe and drop a like in this video. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So we can see in the Driving Empire Discord server, they've announced global matchmaking playtest. So it's basically something we can test already, and it says, hello everyone, today we will be opening up the PTS place until Friday, May 23rd, which is tomorrow. So we have one day to take a look at this. The goal is for the Driving Empire community to test the new global matchmaking system, which is the new feature for racing. And what is global matchmaking, you might be asking? They've already answered it. Global matchmaking means you can queue a race and connect with other players in any other Driving Empire server for queuing for that same race. No more empty races. So Driving Empire has heard all of our complaints about their issues, you know, and I try to make videos occasionally calling out Driving Empire's issues and talking about features they should add. And one of the main issues with Driving Empire that people say is it's empty. People are never racing. People always just feel like it's a ton of little brain dead bots in the server. No offense, but like that's what people feel like the game is right now. You know, you're in a server with brain dead bots that don't race ever, but this will help you connect with people to race. They said how to get started. So to get started, you simply open up your race UI, click queue on the races that are available for the playtest. After enough players have connected, you will be teleported to a standalone place with that race. Once the race finishes, you will be teleported back to the server you came from, and or you can queue to race again. Okay. And then I guess they said the racing pad will be multiplayer races in the server you're in. So you know, like the racing pad you pull up to, that will still be multiplayer in the server. But the racing queue thing, that's like for everyone in Driving Empire across all servers, and it'll teleport you to race. And I guess rotating races and NASCAR races will not be available for the test. And there's a bug submission thing, but we can actually go try this right now, so let me go try it. Alright, I found the Driving Empire playtest server. We're joining it right now. Let's check out what this global matchmaking thing is all about that they're talking about. We should have loaded in. Public test. Let's try this out right now. Here we go. I'm excited to see what is this like. Alright, we got it. There we go. $1 million cash, I don't care. Whatever. Let me figure out how do we try this racing thing. So the races over here, I don't think that these races should be impacted at all. Yeah, I'm correct. I don't think these races are what changed. I think it's you teleport and you go, oh, this is interesting. They have new teleporting things. I did not see these. These are new. So they've added aviation hangar, automotive garage, boat harbor. Interesting. Those are new. I'm guessing it's called locations. Okay. Houses. That's not new. This is what's new here. Okay, joining queue. So these races you can still teleport to, but because they're rotating in NASCAR. But let's try joining a queue. I don't know, in a drag race. Let's see. It's searching for players. 3. I don't know how long this could last. So we're gonna find out together. How long does it last when you're trying to wait for, you know, a person to race you? Because this should be pretty simple for them to find one person to drag race with me. But we're gonna see if this is a good feature or not that they're adding. We're gonna see what they could do to improve it. Because so far, waiting 25, I shouldn't have to wait 26 seconds for them to find one person. Okay, it's been a minute and they still haven't found one person to drag race with me, but I think I might know why. So we're in a testing server, and I think there's less than 100 people playing this, so it makes sense why this should be no one racing me, I guess. But if you were in a public server, in the main game, let's say they have on average 15,000 to 20,000 players. That's a lot of people who you could easily race against at any time. So it'll be much faster in the official game than the testing server is my guess. Because obviously, not that many people are trying to test. There we go. We found a match though. Match loaded. Wait, what? You can have up to 8 players on a drag race? What? How is that gonna work? No way. I think I hit drag race. I could be wrong. Where did all these players come from? Okay. We're figuring it out right now. We got teleported. Okay, let's see what happens when you get teleported to the place. Maybe, I don't know. We got teleported to a group drag race session. Okay. Yeah, there's only 2 of us here. Starting soon, select the vehicle. Okay, I see. So you have like 10 seconds to choose a car. I want this car. This is the car I want to use to race him. So let's see, I guess. How does this work? What if the person left, bro? I think the guy just left. Oh, wait, no, he's in there. He did not leave me. I guess we're starting right now. let's see what happens. So it should, okay, this is actually a fairly nice system, okay? You know, in the main game, it'll be much quicker, but looks like they get basically, I don't know why it said out of 8. It should just be out of 2 for this, but they found someone for me to race now, and I guess they just have me and him go right here in a separate custom server, so this should be a server alone. Oh my goodness, he's cooking me in the race right now, but if I check, yeah, it should just be me and him in here racing, and then I guess once you finish the race, you can either race again or exit race lobby, which should teleport me back to the main game, I think. To the lobby I was in, according to them. So that's what it should do. Let me see. Does that work? Okay. So then it sends you back to the main game. And there you are at spawn. And I think that's the guy I just raced again. So that's pretty cool. I think that's a fairly nice system. Makes it easier to find people to race. I like it. It's nice. Now let me go over some things that they could add alongside this or in the future that would make Driving Empire better as well. Okay, now, so while this system's really cool, don't get me wrong, I feel like it could be a little bit unfair if Driving Empire is just pairing people. Let's say a noob, let's say you're a brand new player, and you have the starter McLaren here. You have your starter McLaren, and then you get paired with someone who has like a Gordon Murray or some crazy hypercar. I think Driving Empire needs to find a system. I don't know what the system will be, whether it's a new leveling system in the game where you get levels, or whether it's somehow the system knows to match you with someone driving a similar car to you, or maybe they could even add like car limits or restrictions. I don't know how it would all work, like not restrictions but like levels. So let's say if your car's let's say A level's the best if you have an A level car, or F level car, F level being the worst type of car you could have, and maybe based on your opponent, you could only use a certain type of car. I don't know how it would work exactly, but I just feel like it would be unfair to be a new player because you would obviously get matched with a lot of people, you know, in cars that might be too fast for you to race. Maybe they could also have a system based on how many miles you have. That might be the most realistic one they could do. I don't know how to show it. Usually you just hit tab, but it doesn't seem like it does anything. But if you, let's say, have a certain amount of miles, maybe that could be how they do it. Let's say you have 10,000 miles. It would try to pair you with people with similar mileage. So, you know, Driving Empire would just find the 2 people with the most similar mileage, closest mileage to each other possible at the time that are trying to race, and it could pair them into a race. That could be how they can make it so, you know, races aren't too unfair, too complicated. So overall, my experience with this system, I think it'll make racing probably easier, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when you're trying to find a race, in a public server, usually it's a lot harder, and it would take longer than 5 minutes, which is the longest I had it take for me today with the queuing system, and it should technically be faster in the main game because there will be like 20,000 people playing versus like maybe 100 or so playing the test server, so should be easier to find the queues in there. And obviously I've encountered a few bugs here, but those will most likely be fixed by the time it's in the main game. Like, I don't know why I didn't teleport all those people onto the race. Maybe there's a chance they all just didn't queue except one of them. I don't know. That's kind of a low chance, I feel like. But I do think that's going to be everything for today's video. I truly hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like. I would truly appreciate it. Subscribe and the notification bell so you never miss another upload. Check out the video on screen here. YouTube thinks to like it. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.